We're in Fresno, California at a new store we'd never been to before called Valley Veterans Thrift. And we're excited to go in and see if we can find something awesome. Let's go in and find out. I was speaking with a lady that had just walked out of the store, and she told me that they had a 75% discount on a lot of items today. Oh my goodness, I was just remembering my first trip to a thrift store. I remember we were visiting relatives and my mom let me pick out one item, and it was an American flag pin that I picked out, and it looked just like this one. This was a really pretty old-fashioned looking oil lamp. I really liked the hammered copper and brass combination, and it was in perfect condition. I'm wondering if it was a reproduction. It was just pristine, and it was priced at $45.50. They said all blue tags were 75% off, but I just didn't come across any blue tags. I liked this little apple cup. I have no idea what company made it, but with that sticker on the back, I suspect it's a recent import. Please make sure to like and subscribe. There is no cost to you for subscribing, but it does help out my channel. I found this crystal egg, and this is so funny, but I used to have perfect eyesight. Now I have to resort to carrying a magnifying lens, and I still couldn't make it out. But I think it was either Czech or Polish crystal. I really liked this very heavy crystal vase or ice bucket. It didn't have a watermark, and it was priced at $45. This was such a pretty depression glass amber basket. I loved the clear crystal compotes next to it though. They had several pieces of yellow and amber depression glass. Oh my goodness. I didn't even see this vase, but it was Murano. It really was Murano. It was priced at $78.95, but maybe I could have gotten it for a discount. I'm going to try and see if I could go back today and see if I can find it, if it's still there. This was a very pretty studio pottery handled bowl. I couldn't make out the name of the potter that made it. It was the studio pottery, so it was signed, but it was beautifully made. This was a beautiful EAPG Northwood Klondike Blue Opal Creamer. Oh my goodness, wasn't it gorgeous? It was priced right at retail, if not a little over. So I had to leave it. These two bubble ball base cordial glasses were so cute. I think we could have made a profit on those, and they were only $1.65 each. I've got to go back there. This cute Boyd's Bears figurine was called Yesterday's Child. I may have considered it, but I have several Boyd's Bears figurines in my collection, in my inventory. I also have some in my collection. But yeah, they haven't sold yet, so I couldn't see getting another one. I would have considered getting this Ray Dunn clock if Ray Dunn hadn't flooded the market. I have a Barefoot's Bears salt and pepper holder, and sadly the salter is far too large. Otherwise, I think it would have been perfect. Occasionally, I pull out my black light to see if there could be any glowy glass, but sadly, not today. I thought this was a very pretty genie bottle crystal decanter. This little plate was kind of nice. It was very heavy pottery, but I wasn't in love with it, so I left it. There was a Pyrex friendship pattern bowl, and I'm thinking I should have bought it. It amazes me how expensive Pyrex bowls are these days. This one sells for $50, and if you have the whole set, it's in the hundreds. So be on the lookout. I liked the style of this gravy boat. It looked very mid-century modern. I loved the lines, but sadly the spout was very chipped. I have a weakness for blue and white pottery, but I wasn't willing to pay $13 for this little creamer. This was a pretty blue onion plate, actually called Blue Nordic, for $8. Just out of curiosity, I wanted to see who made this pitcher and bowl set. It was unbranded and was priced at $13. These two bowls were very pretty and interesting tulip edge design. They were called Humpty Dumpty Pottery Nesting Bowls, and the set of 3 recently sold for $54. This was a cute 1940s Tulo Weiss Poland teapot. It was stoneware and it was priced at $4.95. I considered this Lenox mug that had this beautifully carved letter D on it, and it was priced at 95 cents. These were modern ceramic decor pieces, probably from Hobby Lobby. This was a Duncan & Miller swan dish. It was pretty, but not super quality glass, and it sells for about $12 online, and this one had a tiny chip on the bottom. I was hoping this glass was amberina, but when I got closer to it, I saw that it was flashed. Okay, my husband found a moose again, but this one was really cool. In this instance, it was a very cool vintage creamer made in Austria. If it hadn't been chipped on the spout, I definitely would have bought it. I really liked this bowl. It was Fenton Swirl Mid-Century Modern, and I think I should have bought it. It was intended to be an ashtray, but I think we could have also used it as a trinket dish. We decided to go to the adjacent thrift store, but the cameraman got freaked out when the fleas started attacking us, and he forgot to turn on the video. We decided to go to a thrift store that we've had some good luck at in the past called Valley Thrift Center. They typically have very good prices, so we're giving it another shot. I saw these interesting dishes made in Mexico. The store was asking $80 for the one set, although some sets were priced at $44. The pricing there was a little bit confusing. These pretty dishes were by Villeroy & Boch. They're the Switch 3 Costa pattern, and one recently sold for $18. But there's a set of 4 selling for $30, so I wasn't sure I wanted to take a chance on them, but I think I could have made a profit. I just have so many dishes in my inventory. These pretty dishes were by Homer Laughlin, and they're very 60s, aren't they? I can see them in Marlo Thomas's apartment, can't you? This was a cute scarecrow. I don't think it was especially great quality though, so I left it. This mid-century modern deviled egg tray was hand-painted and probably California pottery. I already have several deviled egg trays, so it stayed there, but I have a delicious deviled egg recipe. I'll put the link to my video so that you can go and take a look at it. It's delicious. This was a perplexing mug. I have no idea who these characters are. Let me know if you recognize any of them. This was a very cool half of an Emile Henry bread and potato pot. It was so nice, but I would have had to sell it as a replacement piece, and it would have been a very long haul item. This was a very cute child's room planter. It's vintage, made in Japan, and they don't sell for very much. Even though I have many Longaberger baskets, I can't help looking for more. I think I'm an addict. Sadly, there weren't any today. I believe this was a Japanese Unomi teacup. It was so cute with the different sushi dishes on it. And I also found another Homer Laughlin vintage plate that goes with the other ones that I mentioned earlier. I was so hoping I'd finally found some fire and light glass, but sadly this was party light. I'm determined that one day I'll find some fire and light. These particular ones sell for $8 a piece. We couldn't find anything at that store today, so we headed over to Goodwill on Kings Canyon Road. I was tempted by that adorable Boyd's bear. Sadly, they don't sell for very much, if at all. They had several bags of Hallmark ornaments. This was a vintage ceramic soft cream cone bank made in Taiwan, and it sells for about $9. There were a few things here today, but I'm not seeing anything that really excites me yet. This was a Ray Dunn clock, and they sell online for $20 to $22. This one, however, was missing the second hand, so I'm not sure if it actually worked. This was kind of a pretty watercolor. I liked that punch bowl. I didn't check, but I wonder if it would have glowed under black light. These two canisters were treasure craft. It's unfortunate that the other sizes weren't there because I've seen sets of 3 and 4 being sold for about $60 to $85. Although one by itself recently sold for $26, so I think I should have bought them. This was a cute Gigi commemorative plate. If you can sell it, it only sells for a few dollars. They had 3 different Mary Engelbreit figurines, and I thought this one was adorable. Different figurines of hers sell between $5 and $35, depending on which one. At $5 a piece, however, I wasn't sure I wanted to take the chance, and one of them didn't have a price, so they wouldn't have sold it to me anyway. This was a vintage covered sugar dish made in Korea in the shape of a wood barrel. I thought this Debbie Mum collector plate by Franklin Mint was so cute. They sell for about $12 each, and Goodwill was asking $5. This was a genuine monkey pod sectional bowl made in the Philippines. I think they're pretty, but very few sell for good prices, and this wasn't one of the expensive ones. I liked the pretty candlestick. It's a Chinese import, but I thought it was nicely made. I have a newer one of these machines. It's a label maker and I love it, and I use it all the time. Sadly, Goodwill generally doesn't have batteries available, so you can try them, or even oftentimes they don't have the cords or plugs. I love these currier and knived dishes, and so many of them have different scenes on them. They're so beautiful. That shell vase was very mid-century modern and even Art Deco in design. It's so funny that I always see these Temptations knockoffs, and Goodwill always has them priced really high. This one was selling for $9.50. This made us laugh. Someone really liked this Pier 1 plate. They liked it so much that they put a plate holder on it, and I'm sure it was hanging on somebody's wall. They always have so many plushes. I really hope that they're cleaning them. We went to Fresno to try 2 new stores that we'd never tried before, and 2 tried and true stores that we wanted to go back to. And this was the only thing I got. That was the only thing I found. And it was really funny because it was in my cart. As soon as I walked in, it was already in there. And I was going to pull it out, and I realized, hey, I like this. It's a Disneyland little Boda toothpick holder, I'm not quite sure, but it has Walt Disney and Mickey etched throughout it, and it has a pirate ship and Woody, and just really cute. So I had to have it, and you know how much I paid? 25 cents. So I was good with that. I'm not going to go and buy something that is not quality, not something that I want for the sake of a video. I want to show you what it's really like to be out there looking for things. And I believe that the employees are sourcing the different items that they receive and putting them in their online stores. And unfortunately, it's making it more difficult for those of us that are resellers, and also for those of us that just love finding really cool new things that are vintage and that we love. If you liked this video, click on this one next.